Welcome, seekers. Welcome. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky, and today I bring you another Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, answering the question, who will you marry? I will try and provide you seekers with as much information as the cards show about your future partner, future spouse, or future husband. So, we're going to be talking about just their qualities, characters, their passion, maybe even their current situation as well. So, before we get started, seekers, I want to remind you to sign up to my Patreon. My dream is to be able to bring the magical message of spirit to others using the transformative power of the tarot. The best way you seekers can help me do that is by signing up to my Patreon. You will also unlock many benefits like exclusive weekly pick a card videos released every Saturday, any future behind the scenes footage, and also you have a chance to be entered into a monthly raffle for a free private reading with me. So thank you for your love, for your support, my beautiful future patrons. The link is going to be in the description below. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. In front of you, seekers, you have three groups. You have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I'm going to give you a moment for you to select the group that calls to you the most, the stone that calls to you the most. The timestamps, so that you can fast forward to your groups, are going to be included in the description below. Take a moment. Welcome, group number 1, to today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, answering the question, who will you marry? So in front of you, you have two cards, and one of them is actually pretty interesting. I wanted to feature it in today's reading. It's from the Supernatural series, Supernatural Join the Hunt Tarot deck. It's interesting. So what we're going to try and do with this tarot deck is we're going to try and figure out just the card that your future husband, future spouse, the person that you will marry, just kind of resonates mostly with, right? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is. So here we have the Supernatural card, and we have Judgment. Oh my. Interesting. So Judgment is the card that your future husband, future spouse is essentially resonates with the most. It's mostly a part of them, and I feel like what I feel when I look at this card is that your future partner, they are people who like to do things correctly. They don't go outside of the norm. They like to follow a path, and it's more than likely always the path that other people have traveled through and found success. This is a very righteous kind of person. They definitely enjoy when they're doing the right thing. That's when they're at their best. All right, interesting. So the Oracle card, this is from the I should have told you the name. This is from the Gratitude Oracle, and the Gratitude Oracle, we have Reveal. Oh wow. All right, so this is beautiful, and we have here pretty much all the colors of the rainbow. We have a party going on. We have beautiful animals, bunny, rabbits, squirrels, little chick, and we have essentially a representation of the divine feminine just revealing every ounce of beauty that she has to offer. So this is an interesting dynamic here, right? Judgment and Reveal. So what I feel when I kind of look at these cards intuitively, I feel that the person that you are going to marry is someone who is extremely honest. Like overwhelmingly honest. This is the kind of person that's going to sit down and tell you, it's like, listen, this is what you're doing wrong. It's like, the reason why I feel that this is what you're doing wrong is because I've walked down this path before and it's gone wrong for me, so you're doing it now, you're more than likely wrong as well. And, we tend to avoid people like that, people that are just very, very critical. Sometimes they're very honest. But sometimes we need people like that in our lives to kind of tell us, right? So that we can kind of examine ourselves and see ourselves and study ourselves and look in the mirror and say, maybe there is something to this, right? Maybe there is something that I can take from this and I can become a better person because of it, right? So I feel that this is like the energy that this person is just kind of bringing to the table. This is someone who really, really enjoys, speaking, and they speak from a righteous kind of mindset, right? They know what's right, they know what's best. They've walked down this road before, so they're really just here to kind of tell you, it's like, look, you're doing this wrong. They reveal what the shadows are. So this is another thing that's very interesting about this person. They're very intuitive. And, it takes a very intuitive kind of individual to be able to pick up on the darkness that has befallen people, or just, harsh realities that have maybe befallen people. And look at that critically and say, look, this is what's going on. This is what needs to happen. But ultimately, the good thing about that is that they themselves are this way, right? They look at the mirror, they try and see where they've gone wrong, and they always try and correct it. They try to just find a way to really, right the ship if maybe they've gone off course, right? This is a person that's very self-reflective. You can always depend on this person to do the right thing. And that is very interesting because you're going to kind of always know where they stand in certain issues, certain topics. And I feel like maybe this is the kind of person that's an open book. Like they're just gonna tell you what they are, who they are, what they feel, what they want, what their desires are, their opinions, their wants, their just everything. They really are that kind of individual. They just want to be able to provide as much information about themselves, the world around them. I wouldn't be surprised, as I said in the beginning, that if this person is involved in some kind of, judicial career, like maybe a judge, politician, someone who is in charge of just, taking a good hard look at people that are potentially going against the law and, them taking action against them. So think law enforcement officer, think detective, somewhere around those lines, someone who's in charge of these things, someone who's in charge of regulating maybe some conduct, regulating conduct. So very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot and get a deeper understanding of who this person is, shall we? Let's see. We're going to go ahead and use a Star Tarot for this one. So let's go ahead and shuffle. And let's see what the Star Tarot is going to reveal to us. All right, here we go. So a little more information about this person, their qualities, their character. Let's see. All right. Interesting. Let's put this here. All right. So, we've got some interesting cards here. We've got some interesting tarot cards here. I feel like what these cards are telling us is that at this moment, this person is, unfortunately going through a bit of a tough time. So we've got the Prince of Swords reversed for their current situation. And so what I see when I look at that card is someone who is trying to build a skill set, a certain skill set. They're trying to gain knowledge or trying to gain understanding about a certain topic. So maybe they're, currently in school. Potentially, they're probably right now going through some kind of course. Maybe they're starting new in some kind of job or new career opportunity. And so they're kind of in this mindset of learning and relearning certain things, They've had to kind of break down a little bit. I feel like maybe, the world has been a little tough on them, and that's normal, that's fine, that's definitely what you want, because that's where the true growth comes in. But also with that growth and that harshness from the world comes illusions that you've built, that you've created, that you thought were very, very precise and correct, and then all of a sudden those illusions that you've built come crumbling down as the world tells you, hey, you're an idiot. That's really not how it is, right? So I feel like maybe potentially with this Moon reverse and this Prince of Swords reverse, they're currently going through that process right now. It's been a bit difficult. They're on a path of just kind of, they're on a path of self-discovery at this point. That's always harsh. It's always difficult. And that's, I think, where this Judgment card comes in, right? It ties in beautifully with their character and the essence of the person that you're going to marry. Because if they resonate deeply with the Judgment card, they're constantly taking a look at themselves and saying, that's not right. That I thought that was right. I thought that this was the right thing, but it wasn't. And now I have to deal with it. Now I have to recreate myself. Now I have to, expound new energies in order to be able to essentially have some kind of new reality for myself, a reality of glory, greatness. And so, this person doesn't hold themselves to a limiting thought pattern. This person also wants to always be improving themselves. And to always be improving yourself is to essentially always look in the mirror and tell yourself, you're dumb, right? That's the process of improvement. You look in the mirror and say, there's something that you should know that you don't know. Let's be honest with each other, right? So that's essentially what he's telling himself in the mirror every day. And so there's always that process of breaking down, relearning, and that just means that, he's on the road, or they are on the road to expansion in a very beautiful way. So, when I look at the qualities, their character and their passion, over here we've got the Princess of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Cups reversed, and it's kind of like, the cards are telling me that, let me fix the board, okay. The cards are telling me that this person is someone who enjoys building structures, building some kind of balance, or building some kind of future for other people. Essentially, they enjoy helping other people build their lives, and so it's emotional help, it's physical help. So they really do enjoy this. They know that in order for them to be truly great, they have to help the youth. They have to help other people. So that's their process. That's kind of their mentality. Again, ties in beautifully with the Judgment card, because Judgment is in many ways about helping people, and it's like, are you helping people the right way? How are you treating your fellow men, right? Obviously, we want to be able to treat ourselves right and prioritize us. But, after we've done that, and after we can say we're fine, what are you doing after that, right? So this person's work is dedicated towards helping other people, finding that balance, finding their prosperity, finding their happiness, finding their happy place. That's kind of what they really like. That's what brings them in. So, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and see what the relationship with this person is going to be like. Just a little understanding, maybe. All right. So we've got the Two of Swords. All right. So, what I see here, if we tie it in with the Judgment card and reveal, this person is someone who is going to, in many ways, leave you thinking a lot. They're going to want to talk about very difficult topics. They're the type of person that likes to talk about valuable things. So, a date with this person is probably going to look a little bit like, current events. Like, what just happened on the news? Did you hear that? What is your thinking of that, right? These types of questions. I don't think you're gonna have conversations about just mundane, non-important things. This is the kind of person that really just looks around them and says, okay, this is where the world is at now. What are we going to do about it, right? And so they're going to want you to kind of like chime in on that. They're going to want your opinion on that. They're going to want to be talking about these things and how can we make it better. They're going to want your input. So they're going to challenge you mentally a lot, okay? I see here they're going to challenge you mentally. They're going to expect for you to kind of keep up with them, because this person is constantly breaking themselves down and building themselves up, right? And every time you do that, you come back stronger. It's like a muscle, you shred that muscle, and then next thing you know, when it heals itself, it's bigger, it's stronger, it's better. And so this person with that Judgment energy is constantly going through that process. And so this is where that mental challenge comes in with this relationship. It's not a bad thing, but obviously, something that it just came through in the card, so I'm talking about it. And again, they like that. They like to talk about the valuable things in life. With this Knight of Pentacles, that's where I got that from. The fact that it's reversed tells me that they want to talk about what's negative. Like what are the things in life that are not serving our community accordingly? What are the things in life that we can do without, and how can we correct those things, right? So, very, very in tune with current affairs. Very, very intelligent person. That's what I can tell about this guy, about this person. Future husband, future spouse, future partner, right? So let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards and see what the oracle cards have to tell us about this person, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and throw an animal spirit oracle, and we're going to see what this person's animal spirit is. The hummingbird spirit. I love the little hummingbirds. Be here now. Hummingbird spirit. My goodness. This is interesting. So, when I look at that oracle card and I tie it into them, I just feel like this is a representation of their desires and their wants to change, right? To change society, to change people, to help people. And the level of seriousness that they take it with. And so, that seriousness is what really keeps them motivated. It's what keeps them great. It's what makes them great. They're serious about their career. They're serious about their relationships. They're serious about making an impact. And so that's what keeps them moving forward, right? It keeps them motivated. It keeps them prosperous. It keeps them just, manifesting greatness and glory into their lives. They don't stop. They're constantly looking for that next opportunity to prove themselves, to prove that there is something out there in the world that they can essentially, hold themselves to and change. So let's go ahead and throw another oracle card, and let's see what other messages we get. We're going to throw a card from Through the Eyes of the Soul oracle. Let's see what we get here. Look at this. So we've got be the powerful space between opposite poles. Yes, what did I tell you about them going out there? So this is a very powerful card, right? Essentially what you have here is some Knights of the Templars energy, right? The Knights of the Templars were the officers. They were the detectives. They were the extension of the judicial systems of that time. I guess we can say that. So there's a sense of sovereignty. There's a sense of power. There's a sense of protection. There's a sense of wanting wrongs to be corrected. There's a sense of justice. There's a sense of balance here. When it comes to punishment, right? Order, law and order. Dun dun dun. So this person is in many ways someone who really enjoys correcting wrongs. The fact that we've got there, I believe that's the Eye of Horus, just kind of tells us that, this person has their eye on everything that you can possibly imagine. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person wakes up in the morning, the first thing that they do is read the newspaper, turn on and the television, and go directly to the news. They'll find out what the current affairs are because they need to know. They need to know what they're going to face for today and what can they essentially do to make the situation better. So be the powerful space between the opposite poles is what this oracle card is saying. They're looking for the opportunity to constantly prove themselves and prove to the world that there is goodness, and to show the world that, hey, there is strength and there is power and there is a judicial system and there is law and order, right? So we're not going to let chaos reign. We're going to create order out of chaos. This is kind of like their motivation. All right, so let's go ahead and keep the oracle cards coming. I'm going to throw a card from the Sacred Forest. Let's see what the Sacred Forest reveals about them. Dragon power. Yes, my goodness. Every card is like confirming what I said before, which is interesting. So dragon, right? Power. Right? This person, as you can see here, there's a woman sleeping. For some reason, I feel like that's a representation of you and their family and friends and their loved ones. And then we have a symbolism of the actual dragon, right? Just kind of guarding, standing guard, looking around, saying nothing escapes my eye. I dare you to even come and mess with my family and my people. I will burn you to a crisp, right? So there's a sense of power, dynamism. We have the number 11 as well. Number 11 is the Justice card in the Major Arcana. So there's a sense, again, of doing the right thing, a sense of just, balance in all areas. This person just really enjoys doing the right thing, and they really want to essentially be a part of the process of correcting wrongs in the world. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a card from the Archangel Oracle deck. And I want to just maybe see what this person's philosophy is, right? Let's see if maybe we can get a little more understanding of what this person truly, maybe potentially believes in. Let's see. We've got Cherubim. All right, look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. Interesting. I like this. This is a little bit of a change, a little bit of a shift from what what the whole reading is essentially telling us. I like this. So now we can talk about something a little more. So this person is very duty oriented, okay? And with that duty comes a check. And what I mean by that is not an actual check for money, but a check on their power. Because what ends up happening with a person that believes that they are power and they are judgment and they are the right in the world, it turns into this kind of expansion of the ego and almost a belief that they're godlike, right? So there's a check, there has to be a check on that power, and the check on that power is spirit. It's God. It's knowing that there's something greater than yourself. And so this person believes in spirituality. This person believes that there is something greater than themselves. And so every day that they wake up, they kind of have that idea that, hey, I'm doing what's good in the world because I know that somewhere out there is the ultimate power of good, right? And that goodness is going to just propel me forward. That goodness will in some ways bless me with more, right? So, I wouldn't be surprised if this person believes in karma. This person believes in doing the right thing because that is the energy that's most powerful in the universe. That is the energy that I choose to worship. I choose to worship love over anything else, right? So that's their check on that power, because this whole reading is about power. I mean, we literally have a card talking with the keyword just power, right? And a dragon, right? We've got so much symbolism of power and authority. And so where's the check on that? And so now this card comes in so beautifully because they do believe in something greater than themselves. So that is in many ways them checking themselves and saying, hey, there is something greater than yourself. So it just keeps that ego in check. All right, we're going to throw, why not? Let's throw some mini cards. And let's see what we can reveal from them. So I'm going to throw a Moon Magic mini card. These Moon Magics are like deep messages, little messages of all kinds. So we're just going to see what their philosophy is, maybe what they believe in. Let's take a look and see. All right. Ooh, interesting. All right. So this is the image attached to your card. It's beautiful. All right. And the message is, I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. Nice. All right. So another thing with this person, orderliness. Okay, lovely. I like that. So orderliness. This is the person that wakes up in the morning, has a schedule, follows that schedule through and through. They're precise in many, many ways. They excel in orderliness. So a little bit more information about your person, right? About your future husband, future spouse here. Orderliness is a big thing, and that's how they find their balance. They don't deviate from that. This is where they essentially draw their ability to just be present, their ability to just be in control, right? They have a very well balanced relationship with time, and they use that time very well. So, wouldn't be surprised if they have a calendar. They update that calendar every single day. They're very strict about, when to do it, when not to do certain things. So, beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and throw one more mini card. Let's go ahead and throw one more. I'm going to throw one from the Secret Garden. Let's see what the Secret Garden can reveal about this person that you are going to marry. Weed. Weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. I like that message. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. All right. So, I love that. That's definitely something worth considering, right? A lot of us, we end up settling for things that unfortunately are beneath us. It's like, we tell people we let people tell us how much we're worth. We allow for society to dictate our, what we should be doing, how we should be doing it. We listen. So don't tolerate less than you deserve, right? This is something that just resonates very well in them. It's their ability to look at things and just be very critical, right? It's like, if this doesn't help me, if this doesn't make me feel joyous, if this doesn't complete me, therefore I am going to detach myself from this thing completely, because it is not for me, it's for someone else. It has to leave me feeling complete in every way. Very strong. And what I feel when I look at this card is, this person is in many ways, this person really enjoys revealing the truth about situations, right? So we go right back to that honesty that is so prevalent with that Judgment card, right? It's like they like to tell you the truth to your face. And it expands not only to in their social group, but it expands to their work life, It expands to their bosses, the people around them, right? So this person will speak their mind, and they will not shut up. They'll let you know what they feel and how they've been maybe disenfranchised or just be taken advantage of, and how they feel that needs to change, right? They will let you know. Beautiful energy. All right, so group number 1, that is all I see here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support me on Patreon. Support me on Patreon. The link is going to be in the description below. Again, you're going to unlock many benefits once you become a member, as well as be entered into a monthly raffle to win a free private reading with me. Also, I am offering private readings at this time. If that is something that you seekers are interested in purchasing, you're going to have to go through my Etsy store. The link is down below for that. Again, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe as well. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Thank you, seekers, so much for your love. Thank you for supporting me. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day or night wherever you seekers are. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, answering the question, who will you marry? Now, in front of you, we have actually a very special card from a very special deck that I just bought. It's from the Supernatural Join the Hunt Tarot deck. So, if you're a fan of the show, I think you'll probably appreciate that card. So let's reveal it. This is going to represent essentially the essence of the person that you are going to marry. Wow, we've got the Empress. I like that. The Empress is one of my birth cards, so the Empress really just anytime I see it, it's near and dear to me. So this card talks a lot about, I would say, character. This person really feels that they have everything that they need. They're very thankful in their life. There's a sense of beauty with them. The Empress is beautiful in every way. So this can be internal beauty, external beauty. This person is the kind of person that, anything that they touch kind of turns to gold. Anything that they set forth or want, they tend to get. They're very accomplished. They're very insightful. And there's an abundance about them. It's like they can always create, they can always give a little more. So the Empress energy, to represent who they are, is a magnificent card. Not to mention, if this is a future husband that you are potentially doing a reading for, watching this reading for, it just talks about how in touch they are with their feminine side. And that is very special. It's like if you are planning on potentially having children with this person, the Empress is the card that you want to get, because it talks about a very wonderful parent. Okay, the kind of parent that's always there for their child. All right, so let's go ahead and also see what we get as far as the Gratitude Oracle card. This is also going to talk a little bit more about, who they are, and it's going to represent who they are. So let's see. Understanding. All right. Beautiful card. So understanding, and we have here one of the wild fairies of the forest, and what I see with these two cards is a person that, again, very insightful, and also they're very compassionate, very understanding. This is the kind of person that you can tell a story to, or you can just reveal your deepest, darkest secret, and you're not going to obtain any kind of harsh judgment. They're going to be very understanding, very loving, very nurturing. They're going to want to hear the whole thing. They're going to want to be supportive. They're going to want you to sit down, and they're going to want you to just express yourself fully. At any moment, this person can be essentially a therapist, which could very well be their career path, if that's their choosing, if that's what they want. So understanding, this person really cares about people, right? And they understand certain topics that others potentially maybe don't really think about, or don't really care about, or isn't really something that they put a lot of value into, but this person does. And it comes from that deep sense of understanding that they have. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to use the Star Tarot, and we're going to see what other tarot cards we get. Let's take a look. I'm going to shuffle for a quick moment first. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're going to talk about their qualities, their character, their passion. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, so two more cards. All right, so interesting. Let's talk about first what they're currently going through, right? And then we'll expound on everything else. So to answer the question of what they're currently going through, we've got the Ace of Cups reversed and the Four of Swords upright. So it looks like they have come to some kind of truth. And this truth was hard fought for. It was devastating to some point, to some degree. It was harsh, but they're at peace with it at this moment. So they're kind of, whenever someone is kind of met with some kind of harsh truth or reality, or something is told that is contrary to what they knew to be true, there's this moment of like, who am I now? It's like, this is all I believed in. What do I do now? And so they're at the point where they're past that, and now they've kind of understood why things have happened to them, what's going on, and now they're at peace with the situation. So this could have been some kind of relationship that they were in, friendship that was very important to them, maybe some kind of, disconnection from the family. And the thing is that the Empress really values these things. The Empress values connections, emotional stability, loving people and being loved back, right? So that's kind of the energy of the Empress. And when that's missing or that's lacking, there's always a desire to correct that. There's always a desire to say, look, I don't want this to continue this way. Let's correct it. But if you're dealing with a person who unfortunately is maybe insidious, or they're two-faced, or kind of backstabbing in some ways, it's very difficult. And so sometimes, when the Empress comes in contact with people like that, it's very hard to get through this, because it's like they're met with the evils and the malevolence of the world. But at the same time, one of the things that's so important about this Empress, about this person, future husband, future spouse of yours, is the fact that they have this overwhelming sense of understanding. So they know why things happen. They try and understand everyone's side. And, that's what brings them to this place of peace and relaxation, right? Where they can just kind of put their swords up on the walls. They don't have to fight. They don't have to go against anything. They don't have to essentially be anything at this moment. They're just at peace, right? They're just tranquil. They don't need to to try and impress, so they don't need to try and figure out more. Once they come to the understanding of why things are, they just let it go and they rest on that knowledge. And so, the Four of Swords, there's a symbolism here of that knowledge, and that's the salmon. Right? So we have a salmon here. The salmon in the Druid tradition is the first fish. It's the first animal to ever exist. And so we can look at that and say, okay, what that means is that the salmon is the wisest, the smartest. And so the fact that this person, your future spouse, future husband, is resting on that wisdom and knowledge, it's them coming to an understanding. And, it's just serving them. It's going to help them move forward and propel them. And it's going to protect them from any kind of chaos that might be looming out in the world, which is why we've got those 3 bears there guarding over them. So, when it comes to their character, when it comes to who essentially they are, we already know the Empress energy, but, we also have here the Moon and the Seven of Wands reversed. So this is interesting because the Moon is the card of... The Moon reverse is the card of breaking illusions, right? So sometimes at night, things aren't exactly evident. We don't know exactly what's in front of us. And so we do have the help of the moon, right? The moon reveals certain things, but not completely, not entirely. And so we can sometimes see things that are not actually there. And we can convince ourselves of things that are not actually there. So this person, the fact that it's reversed tells me that, in some ways, this is something that they might struggle with at some times. They'll build an illusion. They'll believe that it's so true. They'll believe that, yes, this is the way. And then they're kind of met with the reality, and then they have to try and reconcile and really get down to the nitty gritty and do the work necessary to get past that and heal from it, which is why right now they're currently going through that situation. Right? We literally just talked about that. They're going through it right now. They're disappointed emotionally with this Ace of Cups reversed. They've had to go through the process of healing. Now they're getting through it. They've healed from it. And again, this, I think it's emotional in nature. It's a friendship. It's a family member, potentially maybe even an ex. This could be them having broken off with someone or ended a relationship because that's not the one, right? Obviously, you are the one. You are the person they are going to marry. So, if they're in a relationship or were in a relationship, that did not work out whatsoever, so that they've had to walk away from that. So more than likely, they might be single at this moment. So that's a good thing for you. It looks like this relationship is coming into fruition. It's like you two are attracting each other, if that's the case. But anyways, another thing that I'm seeing here, we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. So what I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands is that this person has a very sacrificial kind of energy about them. All right, so the Seven of Wands is the card that says I, right? That's what this card screams, right? You've got here a hero having risen, and you can see it in different ways. You can see it as the person that has risen above obstacles and it's now number one, successful. But the fact that it's reversed just kind of tells me that this person doesn't put too much weight on that, right? They don't really care if they're number one. Even though society around them, judges them harshly, right? Because we've got that hustle mentality. Like, what are you doing? You're not hustling. You're not out there. You're not working. Then you're insignificant, right? You got to be number one. If you're not first, you're last, right? So we've got that kind of energy, especially here in the States. So it's that hustle kind of mentality. And so this person, I think, sees that as a limiting thought process, limiting patterns. And I think that they see it as limiting because what it ends up doing is it ends up depleting the individual. And what that depletion leads to is, unfortunately, mental conditions, emotional conditions, drug dependency, among other things, right? Because you got to keep that same hustle, that same energy going, right? You can't stop, right? And so at some point, the body says, you're done, bud. You got to stop. And unfortunately, your mind, it just, once you have that mentality, it's hard to get rid of. And so I feel like this person doesn't really value that. I think that this person just understands that diligent work, a steady balanced approach to life is the best way forward. There's no extremism with this person, right? They don't take anything to the extreme. They make sure that all areas of their lives are covered, whether it be with their family. They make sure that there's enough time to spend with the family, whether it be with friends. They make sure that they spend enough time with friends. They make sure that they give enough time for their work, where, when it comes to actually maybe doing a big purchase for the family, they talk it through. If they have children, they dedicate time for their children. So very well balanced individual. Okay, and also a very kind of sacrificial, self-sacrificing kind of energy. So this is the kind of person that you can call at 2 o'clock in the morning and tell them, listen, I'm having trouble. I'm going through something, and they'll be right there for you. This isn't the person that just says, okay, the phone's ringing, I ain't picking that up. They probably want some, that's not that kind of person, right? So this is the kind of person that will pick up that phone. This is the person that will answer that text message and say, I am here, okay? I'm here. Where are you? Very interesting energy, very sacrificial kind of energy. Now, to talk a little bit about their passions, we've got the Eight of Swords reversed and the Nine of Wands reversed. This is very interesting, okay? These two cards are very interesting because remember at the beginning I said, okay, I see a psychologist, I see like a therapist, I'm seeing like maybe a doctor, I'm kind of picking up on this, right? And these two cards kind of speak towards that. They speak towards someone who wants to assist others in finding their better selves, or finding even their voice, or helping them with their thought process and their mentality, right? The Eight of Swords talks about the limiting thoughts that we have that keep us bound to this earth and keep us in this state of maybe dependency or codependency. These are the lies that we tell ourselves. These are the lies that we tell other people because it's been told to us, right? So it just kind of circulates. This is that lack of vision, not really truly seeing for yourself, not having your own opinions, but just copying the opinion of someone else, or just being a mouthpiece for some kind of group identity that you hardly really truly understand. And so it's like this person works towards helping people find their voice, helping people have a little vision, helping them through their psychological issues, their mental issues. And so in them helping them through that, they're kind of helping themselves in a way, because we already saw with the moon, they themselves go through this process. They lie to themselves sometimes. They make things out to seem like, it's a certain way when it really isn't. It's different. Maybe they lie to themselves about other people's situations, whatever. And so it's like, it's almost like they feel like if they can help other people get through this, they can somehow help themselves, right? So there's this energy of like good karma coming back to me. But at the same time, many times what I've noticed in society is that when a person chooses a certain career path, or they want to do something and they're really passionate about it, is because they themselves saw the benefit themselves, right? So they were lacking in that area, they were able to master it, and now they want to be professionals at it and they want to help other people, right? So it's almost like that's what's kind of going on with this person that you're going to marry. The Nine of Wands just talks about helping people come out of their shell. So, here with the Nine of Wands, you have a king that has been hurt, has been affected by people's negativity. Essentially, you have a king that, has seen the darkness, has seen malevolence, true malevolence just, shown to them. And so when people sometimes come face to face with malevolence, it's hard for them to move past it, right? So this is trauma. Right? This is what this person is essentially passionate about. They're passionate about helping people through trauma, through their issues, through their problems. So again, doctor vibes, doctor energies here, right? This person wants to help people. It doesn't have to be, it could be very shaman-like. The thing with this person, and the thing with the Empress is that the Empress can literally do anything. And I mean anything. the only thing the Empress needs is to be passionate enough to actually pursue it, right? But the Empress, there's so much value to her. There's so much ability to her that she can do anything she wants. And so, we could be talking about potentially helping people through spiritual situations. Obviously, trauma, mental issues that come through it, because this is like a 1-2 punch right here, right? You experience trauma, you experience malevolence, you experience the hardships of life. That leads you to kind of go into this little shell, right? Just hide away from the world. You start lacking vision, you stop being more daring, you stop exploring new territories and new grounds, you start experiencing panic attacks, you don't know why. The world seems so much bigger and you so much smaller, and so you need someone to help you come out of that shell. And so this is what this person does, right? This is their career. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards and see what else we can essentially learn about this person. Where is that oracle deck? There's so many all over the place. Sometimes I lose sight of them. All right, we're going to throw a Sacred Forest oracle card. Let's see what the Sacred Forest tells us about this person. Flow. All right, I like that. Look at this. So this is a person that goes with the flow. And you've got a wizard in there. Right, I love wizards. Right, this is a tarot magician, so I got a thing for wizards. So we got a wizard there. Number 24. I always like to look at the numbers of these cards, even though they don't really mean anything. But I like to look at the numbers, and 24 breaks down to 6, so it's a very balancing kind of energy, and it's a meandering pathway, right? The flow. So this person, again, they like to go with the flow of things. They don't like to go through extremes. We've already talked about this. We already know that this person avoids those extremes. Very self-sacrificial. They just like to go with the flow. Whatever's introduced to them, they'll look at it with a critical eye. There's a sense of understanding, and so that understanding leads them to make the decision that's best for that situation. And so they just let things come to them. They go with the flow of life. Beautiful energy. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle. We're going to throw an oracle card from Through the Eyes of the Soul. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we get here. Through the Eyes of the Soul. Who is this person? Look at that. You are cherished and protected. Beautiful energy with this person. Man, this is a wonderful, wonderful human being, I gotta say. So yeah, this is the kind of energy that the Empress just, gives out. The Empress will protect you tooth and nail. The Empress will be there for you. The Empress will take your call. All right, the Empress will assist you. Unless you are unfortunately bad for the Empress. Unless you are a toxic individual, and then unfortunately, we're gonna avoid that energy. Best believe it. So this person just cares about people, right? And that's why they dedicated their career to helping people go through these situations, process these traumas, and get away from it. And so when people come to them, there's an understanding that this person is loving. There's an understanding, and they see it. It radiates out of them. There's a light that comes out, and you people know. I mean, you seekers know. Sometimes you come across people that just give that air of, oh my goodness, it's so refreshing to be around you. It's so beautiful, right? There's this aura of just like, oh, I can give you a hug. If I feel like you want to give me a hug, let's hug, right? Because there's this sense of healing. There's this sense of, okay, I want to be around you. And so this person, in many ways, they kind of, that's the energy that they're putting out into the world, because that's how they are inside. They're loving, they're caring, they're compassionate, they're self-sacrificing, and they understand. They want to try and understand people, and they're worried about people, right? So you are cherished and protected. This is also talking about, the people that come around them and how they treat them, right? So they cherish connections with people. Those connections are very well protected. They're very well grounded in love and understanding. And so, it's like the relationship always grows. I think that this person has a large circle of friends. Even though we're not getting a lot of people here, but I do feel like they stay connected with those people. And I wouldn't be surprised if they like, when you guys go out or you're out on a date, that's what they choose to talk about, right? It's like, how did I help someone today? And what they learned from them. It's like, what did they go through, and what did they have to deal with? Like, this is the kind of person that cries when someone experiences when someone has a moment of complete victory. That moment when someone just overcomes their hardships and overcomes the pain that they've had to go through, and you see it right before your eyes, this great feat, right? Could be in sports, or it could be in any other area. And this is the kind of person that cries, and they're just so happy for that person in that moment. And they help them. If they're asked to help, they're going to help. Like, this is definitely that kind of energy. All right, so let's keep these oracle cards coming. I want to throw a animal spirit oracle, because I want to see what their animal spirit is. Thought it'd be interesting. So, animal spirit oracle card. Dog spirit. Okay, yes. I like this, because now we get to talk about something else. Be loyal to what you love. Interesting. This is a very good card to get, okay? This is a very good card to get for you, for you guys, because for you seekers, because it talks about now another side to this person, loyalty. Very loyal people, okay? They love you, they're loyal to you. They're not going to betray you, they're not going to cheat on you, they're not going to go off with someone else. They're loyal to you, they care about you, they want you to be happy. This is such a perfect animal spirit to go with the totality of this reading. My goodness. Loyalty is their bread and butter. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. I'm going to throw a card from the Archangel Oracle. Let's see what the Archangel Oracle has to show or reveal about essentially what this person's maybe philosophy is, or what they like to concentrate on. Oh, we've got Archangel Michael. This is the most powerful of the archangels, and look at that. He's got it, or they have it. Stand in your power. Be true to yourself. This is what they believe in. All right, this is their quote. All right, if we can attach a quote to your future spouse, future husband, this is it right here. Archangel Michael, stand in your power. Be true to yourself. Beautiful quote. All right. So we're going to throw some minis just to get a little more information about what this person believes in. We're going to throw some Moon Magic mini cards. So let's go ahead and shuffle. And let's see. All right. So this is the artwork associated with your mini card. And the words, gather more wisdom each day. Okay, so that's beautiful. I think we saw that and we talked about that at the very beginning, right? This person definitely likes to just go through different thought processes, understand new ways of thinking. So I feel like this person is in every way someone who learns a little something every day. They try to learn something new every day, and that's what just keeps them going. All right, so we're gonna throw another card from the Secret Garden. Let's see what the Secret Garden reveals to us about this person that you are going to marry. Oh my, look at this. This is actually the same card that came out for the other group. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Powerful, right? Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Interesting. That's kind of their philosophy in life right there. Mine. I mean, this person is just so well balanced, group number 2. I mean, you should be very happy. This is definitely the kind of person that you want around. I mean, there's hardly any negative things to say about them. There really aren't many shadows. We identified one with the moon reverse and the fact that they build illusions, but man, they're working avidly to overcome that, right? So that is like, so beautiful. Beautiful energy with the person that you are going to marry. So I hope this reading helped you. That brings us to the end of the reading, group number 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, okay? Support me on Patreon. The link is down below. You're going to have access to any exclusive content only for patrons, weekly readings, weekly prediction readings. uploaded every single Saturday. So support me on Patreon. The link is down below. Also, I'm doing private readings at this time. There was I had to limit them before, but now there's more availability. So if you are interested in a private reading with me, the link is going to be down in the description as well for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like as well, and comment down below, seekers. I want to hear from you, seekers. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how this reading resonated. Let me know. Just want to hear from you. Let me know down below in the comments section what you liked most about this reading, what you thought of it. If you have any ideas, I want to hear those as well. So comment, comment, comment. Thank you, seekers. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. Welcome to today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading. We're going to try and answer the question, who will you marry? All right, so before we start, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like as soon as you can. Today I'm going to feature a pretty special deck. I found this deck online. It's one of the newer releases. It's from the Supernatural Join the Hunt tarot deck. So we're going to go ahead and throw just one card from this tarot deck, and it's going to represent the essence of the person that you will marry. So here is the card. And we have, the Chariot. All right. So the famed card from Supernatural, right? The Chariot. That beautiful card over there. So what I'm seeing with the person that you will marry is someone very successful. Dedicated. This card is definitely the card of someone who knows what they want. They're relentless. They move forward with haste. They don't allow anything to get in their way. Dependable in every way, shape, and form. So this is definitely someone, if this is their essence, the Chariot being their essence, this is someone that doesn't allow the worries, the anxieties, and the darkness of life to get in their way. They know what they need to do to be successful. They're resourceful. They move forward. They try their best to just manifest greatness in their lives. And ultimately, they do arrive. They do get there. Chariot gets there. That's what the Chariot is known for. So interesting card for the essence of the person that you will marry. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go ahead and reveal the second card. This is from the Gratitude Oracle deck. Let's see what the theme of this reading will be. All right, we've got memories. Interesting. So memories, and you have here a beautiful scene, almost Christmas scene. We've got ancestors, the old generation, the new generation. We also have some duck symbolism here. So there's definitely a lot going on here. There's, when you look at this card, it's almost reminiscing of beautiful, serene, pristine, innocent moments. And so what I feel is that this person is the kind of person that likes to build memories. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the person that you marry is someone that loves to travel. We put the memories together with the Chariot. We've literally got someone who gets in a car and goes to places and travels and sees and experiences and lives and just takes in that fresh air. Every new experience is something to talk about. It's something to live. It's something to catalog. And so this person is seeking memories. This person is seeking experiences, right? To build those memories. From that, we can just kind of extract the fact that this relationship of yours is going to be one filled with travel. So also the fact that we've got this pristine image here of just, family and togetherness and beautiful moments. It also talks about a person that is very dedicated, right? Together with the Chariot, very dedicated to building the right foundation for the family, right? So if you have children of your own, if they'll have children of your own, if you two have children together, these children are going to just have that beautiful, beautiful upbringing where they're going to be able to look back at their parents and say, that was marvelous. They did the right thing. They provided for us in the most beautiful way. They built so many beautiful experiences and moments, and we cherish those moments. We cherish those memories with our parents. So a very beautiful dynamic here with the Chariot and the Memories card. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little more information, like this person's qualities, their character, passions, and we'll even talk about their current situation as well. So we're gonna use the Start Tarot. You guys know this is my deck. I love it. I love the Start Tarot. So this is what we're gonna use once again here for your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we'll start with their qualities. Who is this person? Just a little more information. Spirit, give us a little more information. Nice. Okay. What are they passionate about? Wow. Okay. All right. And what are they currently going through? Oof. Oof. Okay. All right. So, group number 3. You've got quite a person here. This future husband, future spouse of yours is definitely quite the individual. And so, when we look at the qualities of them, we've got the 10 of Cups and the Hermit. I mean, come on. And then you put that together with Memories and the Chariot, and my goodness. So, let's examine the 10 of Cups energy for a moment here. And let's just look at how beautiful this scene is, right? The family together, enjoying each other, enjoying the beautiful life, building memories, just being happy and content with what the family has accomplished, what you've done, where you're going, enjoying each other's company. So this person is definitely a family man. This is the kind of person that enjoys to have time to, to just build the relationship with the family. They just enjoy that. This is definitely something that motivates them, keeps them happy, keeps them vibrant. So I feel that you're always going to be able to rely on this person when it comes to just family events, when it comes to, social events. This is definitely something that they will always be a part of. They'll always partake in. Now, with the Hermit energy, it's very interesting. So not only will this person be present for the family, right, and that's a very, very big priority for them, but they also have this Hermit energy here. So this person likes to really go within, right? This is kind of a Virgo kind of energy here. So this person likes to go within. This person likes to examine why they think the way they think. This person likes to see a little further out. Very deep examination of life. So again, Virgo energy here. I myself am a Virgo sun and a Virgo moon. So this card is very, very, very dear to me. It's just because it resonates so well. And so, with Virgo energy, it's almost like, it's the moment to really analyze what's going on. How have I, in some ways, been affected by this? And what can I do to be better? And so it's like asking the deep questions of life. It's a deep examination. So, I feel that this person, in many ways, when they're not dedicating time to their families, they're essentially going inwards and trying to develop themselves. Also, there's a sense of wisdom with this person. There's a sense of knowledge, understanding. This is the kind of individual that looks around, takes account of everything that's going on, and is able to, come to some very, very, very beautiful conclusions about life and about people and about situations. And it spawns out of their wisdom. It spawns from their ability to see things with such a different lens. Okay. And so, man, there's just so many good things to say about this person. Hardly any shadow. I mean, there are no shadows here. Like, there's really nothing to talk about that will lead me to believe that this person is going through something. Now, this leads me to what they're currently going through. I mean, that's the only thing. They're currently going through a huge breakdown, all right? And when I mean breakdown, I mean a breakdown of their life, their situations. I think this is a very physical kind of breakdown. This is more than likely in their career setting, a job, maybe schooling. But there's definitely something happening in their current life right now, because we've got the Tower signifying what they're doing right now, what's going on right now. And we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And so the Seven of Wands reversed, it's almost like they've lost a leadership position. So losing a leadership position can essentially just mean they lost a job, or they lost something very dear to them. They lost something that they've been working very hard to maintain or create or bring about. And so this is something that they're having to deal with now. It is a bit heartbreaking. It is a bit devastating. There's no denying that Tower energy comes, and it's very, very dynamic, very heartbreaking, very illuminating. I mean, you've got essentially a tower here being cracked, being destroyed by a lightning, cracked right down the middle, right? So there's no denying that this is sad. This is like, oh man, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I missed this. I can't believe that this is going on. Why? Right? The good thing is, you've got some spirit symbolism here, some Holy Spirit symbolism with the white dove. So there's definitely an energy here of this needs to happen in order to invite in what is going to come. And so, for all three groups, there's been a lot of changes currently, and so I feel like these people, I feel like, you guys are getting close to meeting these people, because there's definitely a huge breakdown, right, in their current lives. And I think it just stems from the fact that they just don't have their soulmates. They don't have their partners, right? So it's important, right? I 100% believe that men and women, we're meant to be together, right? We're meant to be with someone else. We're meant to share our lives with that other person. And so when that other person is not there, when that ideal soulmate is missing from our lives, we're kind of walking around with a big void. And so, moments like these tend to come about, right? Tower energy, what we thought was good for us is not good for us. And so it needed to leave in order to invite the new and the good. They're unfortunately, with the Seven of Wands, they've been brought low from a place of high. It just feels like they work towards something very dynamically. Oh, have a fruit fly. Apologize. They were working towards something very, very dynamically, and it just didn't work out. And so they're having to deal with this. They're having to deal with this situation. And unfortunately, it's been very difficult, right? It's been very difficult. They've had to really strive, move forward. So let's talk about their passion. So what are they passionate about? For that, we've got the Ace of Cups upright, and we've got the Two of Pentacles upright. And this is interesting because what I see here with these cards is achievements when it comes to financial glory or financial success or career success, and then when it comes to love, right? And when we essentially add these two cards up, we have the number 3, which is the card of receiving what is owed, receiving what receiving a reward from the work that we put in. Essentially, it's like a stoic kind of number. These are the ships coming in. And so, with the Ace of Cups, let's just break it down. With the Ace of Cups, what I see that they value most and what they're passionate about is connections, right? They care about connections. And so this is the kind of person that is going to want to build a very strong connection with the people that are around them. So you're their future spouse, right? So they're going to want to build a very strong connection with you. Love is very important to this person. And so, there is a sense of romance here, right? Also, there's romance, there's love, there's care, there's wanting to do little things for you, right? Wanting to make sure that that they love you and they care about you, sending you little messages of I love you. And so it's being very reciprocal with that love. And then with the Two of Pentacles, right? So what we have here is essentially a balance of the physical, a balance of money, a balance of resources. Pentacles also talks about health. So, good health, just making sure that they feel like they're able to take on whatever challenges come their way. So this is the kind of person that likes to be prepared, likes to be in front of whatever challenges might come or might arise. I feel that this person seeks out leadership positions, right? The Chariot here, the fact that with the Seven of Wands, that has been stripped from them, that leadership position that they were in. I feel like this is a job that they were in right now. Job, career, they were in some kind of leadership position, and man, they lost that job. Could more than likely be because of what happened with the pandemic and everything that's been going on, and unfortunately they haven't received the good end of that stick, right? It's like they've been lacking in some ways, and so it's been very difficult for them through this change and through this adjustment that we're going through. And it's felt like that Tower energy. But let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. Let's see what else we can obtain from this. All right, so the Sacred Forest got a fruit fly in here. I hate those things. We've been buying some fruit, some mangoes, and now I got a little fruit fly. I'll catch it. All right. Anyways, let me focus. So Sacred Forest, Sacred Forest, Sacred Forest. Spirit, tell us a little more about this person. Water Spirit, manifesting dreams. Okay, look at this. So this is beautiful, okay? And it goes so beautifully with the Chariot. So beautiful with the Chariot, because the Chariot is all about manifestations. The Chariot is all about moving forward and achievements, right? Moving forward and being successful, not stopping for anyone. And so the fact that we've got this Water Spirit manifesting dreams is so dynamic, because it speaks to that essence inside of them, right? That just keeps pushing forward and wanting to be great. And the bonus here is the beautiful little otters in the bottom, all right? And anytime I see an otter, I smile, because the otters are just the happiest I think the happiest, luckiest animals of the entire animal kingdom. They're always playing. They're always having fun together as a family. So this person likes to achieve in life and also have fun. And so, that's definitely something to be said there, right? So a lot of people, sometimes they get very serious about their goals and they want to achieve so badly, and they sacrifice their family, they sacrifice their friends, they sacrifice so much. And then, because they want to achieve, right, in a particular area of life, they forget to have fun. They turn into a lot, very sour in some ways. That's not going to be the case with this person. This person likes to have fun. I feel that if they're not having fun in this career pursuit, then they'll just walk away from it. It's like, why do it if it's not fun? So beautiful kind of energy here with this oracle card. Let's go ahead and throw a card from the Through the Eyes of the Soul. Okay, so we're going to throw just one. We're going to try to get more information about this person. Let's see what we get. Oh, all right. I think I got this. Yeah, I got this card in the previous groove. This is interesting. So, be the powerful space between opposite poles. I like this card. And so, you've got Knights Templar imagery here and symbolism. And the Knights Templar, I mean, boy, oh boy, do I personally love what the Knights Templar stood for. They were supposed to be a symbol of righteousness and justice and true mastery and protection. Obviously things didn't turn out great for them, but we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, right? We're not even going to talk about that. But the point of this symbolism is that righteousness and that wanting to do things right, that sense of protection, these are the things that your future husband, future spouse is going to try and bring to this relationship, right? And there's honor here as well. There's an honor that comes with that. They will honor everything that you want. They will honor your vows. They're going to honor the relationship. They're going to honor everything, right? So there's definitely this sense here with this card of this person filling in the holes that need to be filled in. And that is not sexual, by the way. But, this person is essentially going to be the kind of spouse that goes the extra mile. If something needs to be done, they're not just going to let that sit there, right? They're not going to let that just permeate. They're going to take care of it, right? They're going to buy you flowers. They're going to be detailed. They're going to be romantic. They're going to try and do things methodically and to the point where they're going to think of everything. And it comes from that hermit-like energy where they're constantly thinking of what they should be doing, where they can shine their light, where they can shine their lamp, and essentially expose the little finite details that should be exposed and taken care of. And so this person is constantly, doing this, right? And Hermit energy, Ten of Cups energy, they go so well together. Because this is what you want in someone, right? You want someone that is constantly working on the relationship, trying to shine the light on wherever there are shadows. And, that leads to good communication, excellent communication, because that's what relationships are all about. Knowing what the other person wants at all times, understanding where they're coming from, really listening to them, and working together to achieve a goal, right? So that's what the Hermit with the Ten of Cups, with the Chariot reversed. Like I said, I'm loving the dynamics of this person, just the qualities, the character, the passion of this person, because they're beautiful and beautiful in every way. So count on this person going the extra mile with this Oracle card. All right. So let's go ahead and keep this going. I'm going to throw a card from... Okay, yeah, we're going to try and figure out the animal spirit. Animal spirit. So let's see what the animal spirit of your future husband is, your future spouse, the person that you will marry. Let's see. Oh, wow. You've got giraffe spirit. I like that. I like giraffe spirit. All right. So let's go ahead and get this closer. So you've got giraffe spirit. See the big picture, right? So this person definitely sees the big picture. As I said before, very detailed. They understand a little more. They work towards something, and they're constantly, thinking of how they can improve things, how they can make everything better. So giraffe spirit is beautiful. It's excellent, right? It's definitely talking about someone who's a visionary. This person has vision. This person knows what they want. This person knows how their life can come full circle, right? It's like they understand the essential points of life. So they work towards making sure that everything is in balance with each other, right? So they know that in order for them to have complete happiness, their family has to be happy. All right, so that's a very important area. They cannot sacrifice that. So, and they also know that in order for the family to be happy, and in order for essentially everything to keep going, and for the right foundations to be in place, there has to be some kind of monetary return to be able to fund this, these beautiful adventures and these beautiful memories that they want to bring into existence. So they're hard workers. That's why we've got the Two of Pentacles here. They're going to work hard. They're going to try and find that balance when it comes to family, when it comes to finances. They want to make sure that the right foundations are built underneath the family unit. Very fun people, right? We've got Otter Spirit. And now we know why. Now we know why they're so meticulous, and why they're so perfect in so many different areas. And it's because they see the big picture, right? And the beautiful part is that some people see the big picture, but they have trouble applying themselves, right? They have trouble doing the little things, the little things here and there to make sure that big picture is kind of fulfilled. But with these cards and the way that and then the reading itself, what I am seeing is a person that, number one, sees the big picture, and number two, is able to execute, right? Execution is king, and this person is a king. They can execute effectively. They're powerful in every way. So, interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some more Oracle cards. Where are those Oracle cards? Okay, here we go. So, the Archangels. I want to see what this person's mentality is, maybe what what they would say to someone if potentially they were present with that person. So we're going to use the Archangels for that. Let's get a little more understanding of this chariot of yours, of this future husband, future spouse of yours. Man, oh man, this is I think the first group got Archangel Michael. That's so interesting, right? Because I think the first group the second group got okay. Anyways, yeah, let's just focus here. So Archangel Michael, stand in your power, be true to yourself. So if they were here right now, this is the thing that they would want everyone to know: stand in your power, be true to yourself. And the Archangel Michael is essentially the strongest archangel, okay? Strong, strong, strong archangel. The ultimate source of leadership, the ultimate source of power. So yeah, I mean, this person is definitely someone, okay? This person is, my goodness, this is a warrior, like a silent warrior, if that makes any sense. A silent warrior that can strike at any time, that can do whatever they like at any time. They can be successful in whatever they chase or whatever they pursue. Someone who's diligent, careful, calculating, and protective. My goodness, so many good qualities, right? So many wonderful, beautiful cards. I guess the only shadows, the only hardship that I'm finding is what they're going through right now. It's really the only little asterisk, right, to this reading. They're currently going through a complete breakdown. So they're not. It's not good for them right now. But again, this is anything bad eventually ends up being a character building moment. So it's normal. It's fine. Let's go ahead and throw some mini cards just to get a little more information about them. What do you say? Let's do it. Moon Magic. One Moon Magic card. Let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. And here is your Moon Magic card. That's the image attached to it. And the message. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Woohoo! So, a little more information about them there. I feel like, this is a good balancing message. I feel like this is definitely something that maybe was lacking with the other cards, because with the other cards, really what I saw is someone who's just very preoccupied with their family, their finances. That's the dynamics of them. But now with this card and the fact that they're open and responsive to the universe, it's almost like giving us a little bit more information about them. They believe in something greater than themselves. They believe that there is a force in the universe that in some ways rewards hard work, that in some ways rewards a loving person with a loving family, rewards that deep examination of how I can improve myself, how can I be a better person. And so there's a faith and there's a knowing that if I do the right work, if I'm diligent with my life, and I put forth maximum effort in all these areas, I will be rewarded. So therefore, I'm open to receiving this, right? Beautiful message. All right, so the Secret Garden. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the Secret Garden reveals about your future spouse, future husband. Let's see. Dare. Oof. We've got a risk taker in our hands. Dare, take a risk and fly, baby, fly. I like that. So, this person is someone who takes risks. All right. Now, if I've read this cards well, and I think I have, this person takes calculated risks. Okay. This person is not the kind of person that just, goes through this process of complete random reckless abandonment. Like, I'm just gonna I'm all in, boom. No, this person does all their work. They're diligent. There's a sense of understanding. There's a sense of calculated investments, calculated energies. So they don't invest in areas that they know will not yield fruit, right? So there's a method to the madness. There's a method to that dareness that they have. So, man, so this is a beautiful reading, group number 3. Okay, congrats. No shadows, really nothing negative to say about this person. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So I hope you seekers enjoyed it. That is the final oracle card. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, seekers. Support me on Patreon. I have exclusive content there for you seekers. Every Saturday you can expect to pick a card. It's a weekly pick a card, so what's going to happen next week. And also I'm doing a raffle in my Patreon, so join me on Patreon. Also, I'm offering private readings at this time. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, I am accepting people at this time, so you can go ahead and visit my website. It's Etsy. You have to go through Etsy. My link is going to be in the description below. Thank you once again. Don't forget to comment. All right, I want to hear you seekers. I want to know what ideas you have for me. A lot of the readings that I've been doing are ideas from you guys. All right, so I want to keep receiving those ideas. I want to know what you want. And if you see someone leaving a comment with an idea and you like that, go ahead and give that a like, because that way I know that a lot of people want this, and so I can prioritize it. That's it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like. You know, give me a like, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you to all of the people that that have been following me for a long time, that have been with me. Thank you. I'm hoping to be able to bring you more pick a cars. You might have noticed that there's definitely a lot more uploads, and they're gonna keep coming. So hope you enjoy them. Thank you so much. Bye bye.